Welcome to Alaska, the last frontier, a land sculpted by ice and fire, where nature's grandest spectacles unfold. Here, wilderness reigns supreme, and the rhythm of life is set by the turning of the seasons and ancient migrations. Join us as we explore epic landscapes, witness the northern lights, and discover the wonders of this wild, untamed place. Our adventure begins now. In the heart of Alaska lies Denali National Park, a vast wilderness presided over by the colossal Denali, the Great One. Its icy summit pierces the sky, often shrouded in clouds, creating its own weather and commanding the land. Below, taiga forests give way to colorful tundra and glacial rivers, painting a land of stark beauty and profound silence. Denali is a living, breathing ecosystem, home to grizzly bears, caribou, Dall sheep, moose, and elusive wolves. Here, wild animals roam free, following ancient rhythms in a landscape both beautiful and untamed. Observing a grizzly in its natural habitat is a profound reminder. We are guests in their wild world. Caribou and Dall sheep traverse the tundra and cliffs, while moose browse the marshes and wolves roam unseen. In southeast Alaska, Glacier Bay is a living laboratory of ice and water, where glaciers carve deep fjords and turquoise waters shimmer with floating ice. As vessels glide through the bay, towering mountains and ancient forests rise from the shoreline. But it's the glaciers, massive, blue, and ever-changing, that steal the show. When a glacier calves, the silence shatters, a thunderous crack, a wave, and a new iceberg is born. As ancient ice melts, it releases air from centuries past, fizzing softly, a symphony of ice and water. Glacier Bay is a story of renewal. Just 250 years ago it was filled by a single, massive glacier. Since then, the ice has retreated rapidly, revealing a raw landscape where life quickly returns. From mosses on bare rock to lush rainforest, Glacier Bay is a living timeline of nature's resilience. Here, the retreat of ice has sparked a vibrant explosion of life, a dynamic ecosystem reborn. On the edge of the Kenai Peninsula, immense geological power shapes a world of ice and water. Here, glaciers from the Harding icefield carve deep fjords, their sheer cliffs plunging into turquoise seas. Thunderous calving and seabird cries echo through these natural cathedrals. From tiny plankton to breaching whales, life thrives in this dramatic, ever-changing wilderness. The icy waters of Kenai fjords are alive with giants, humpback whales breaching, orcas slicing through waves, and bustling colonies of stellar sea lions. Sea otters float in kelp forests, cracking shellfish with clever tools. This wild marine symphony is a testament to nature's power and beauty in Alaska's untamed fjords. Anchorage, Alaska's largest city, rises from the wilderness, a vibrant hub where urban life meets untamed nature. Here, it's not unusual to see a moose in a city park or a float plane on a downtown lake. Downtown buzzes with galleries, fresh salmon, and adventurers ready to explore. Anchorage thrives in harmony with the wild, a true urban heart of the great land. The true magic of Anchorage lies in its incredible proximity to some of Alaska's most profound natural spectacles. A short drive south along the Seward Highway, itself a designated all-American road, reveals a landscape of such staggering beauty it almost defies belief. The road hugs the coastline of Turnagain Arm, a place of dramatic tidal fluctuations, some of the largest in the world. As the tide rushes in, it can create a bore tide, a wave that can be several feet high, attracting surfers who ride its course for miles. A surreal sight in this subarctic environment. This scenic journey is merely a prelude to the wonders that lie beyond. The Chugach State Park, one of the largest state parks in the United States, forms the city's backyard. Its rugged peaks, alpine valleys, and sprawling glaciers are an accessible wilderness playground. Here, one can embark on hikes ranging from gentle strolls to challenging mountain ascents, like the popular Flat-Top Mountain Trail, which rewards climbers with a panoramic 360-degree view of the city, the surrounding mountain ranges, and the distant sleeping volcanoes across the inlet. It is a wilderness that is both vast and inviting. The region around Anchorage also serves as a critical habitat for an abundance of wildlife. The Potter Marshbird Sanctuary, located at the southern edge of the city, is a haven for birdwatchers, offering boardwalks that meander through wetlands teeming with migratory birds, including trumpeter swans, Canada geese, and various species of duck. Further afield, the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center provides a sanctuary for orphaned and injured animals. Here one can safely observe grizzly bears, wood bison, moose, and musk oxen in a spacious, naturalistic setting, learning about the crucial conservation efforts dedicated to protecting Alaska's iconic species. For those seeking an even more immersive glacial experience, the Matanuska Glacier is within a 2-hour drive. It is one of the few Alaskan glaciers that one can actually drive to and walk upon. Guided tours allow visitors to strap on crampons and explore the otherworldly landscape of the glacier's surface, navigating through deep blue crevasses, past towering seracs of ice, and alongside meltwater streams that have carved intricate channels into the frozen river. It's a tangible, visceral connection to the immense power of ice, an unforgettable adventure that begins and ends in the convenient, comfortable hub of Anchorage. Welcome to Fairbanks, the Golden Heart City, just south of the Arctic Circle, where long dark winters meet sunlit summers. Born of a gold rush, Fairbanks thrives on resilience and history. Today you can pan for gold at historic sites, or explore the city's pioneering spirit. Discover culture at the Museum of the North, and the rivers that have shaped life here for centuries. Fairbanks is one of the best places on Earth to witness the aurora borealis, ethereal curtains of green and pink dancing across the night sky. Chasing the lights means bundling up and venturing into the darkness, anticipation building with every step. Afterward, soak in a steaming hot spring, pure bliss beneath the stars, and maybe the aurora overhead. Nestled between the towering coast mountains and the waterways of Gastineau Channel lies Juneau, a city born of ice and gold. Accessible only by sea or air, Juneau clings to the edge of immense wilderness, where glaciers still shape the land. The colossal Juneau ice field looms above, feeding glaciers that flow like frozen rivers. Here, city life and wild nature are inseparable, a daily reminder of our place on the edge of the wild. The wild waters near Juneau teem with life, supporting majestic creatures like humpback whales and orcas. Each summer, humpbacks return to feast, using their remarkable bubble net feeding technique, a stunning display of cooperation. Orcas, too, patrol these channels, hunting in family pods with intelligence and power. Above, bald eagles scan the waters, while stellar sea lions crowd the rocky shores, completing this vibrant wild ecosystem. Just a short journey from downtown Juneau, one encounters the iconic Mendenhall Glacier. This accessible giant flows from the Juneau ice field, calving into Mendenhall Lake. Visitors can almost touch this colossal wonder, feeling the passage of time. The visitor center offers a human-scale view of this dynamic retreating glacier. Its retreat tells a story of climate change, revealing new landscapes and opportunities. The area surrounding the Mendenhall Glacier is threaded with a network of trails, each offering a different perspective on the ice and the vibrant ecosystem it supports. One of the most popular paths leads to Nugget Falls, a powerful cascade of water fed by the melting glacier above. The roar of the falls fills the air, a constant thunderous soundtrack to the glacier's slow retreat. The spray from the waterfall mists the air, nourishing mosses and ferns that cling to the surrounding rocks, creating a pocket of lush, green life in stark contrast to the sterile blue of the ice. For the more adventurous, the trails offer a chance to get closer to the glacier's edge, to walk on the very bedrock that was scoured and polished by millennia of moving ice. The West Glacier Trail, a more challenging hike, takes one through dense temperate rainforest before emerging onto a barren, rocky landscape that feels almost lunar. Here, one can witness the glacier's lateral moraines, great ridges of rock and debris pushed aside by the ice, and see up close the deep, dangerous crevasses that scar the glacier's surface, revealing the immense internal stresses at work within the frozen river. Perhaps the most magical and ephemeral features of the Mendenhall are its ice caves. These are temporary, otherworldly caverns formed by meltwater flowing beneath the glacier. To step inside one is to enter a world of impossible blue. The light, filtering through the dense, translucent ice above, bathes everything in a surreal sapphire glow. The walls are smooth, sculpted by running water into fluid, organic shapes. These caves are fleeting wonders, constantly changing, appearing and disappearing as the glacier shifts and melts, offering a rare and privileged glimpse into the very heart of the ice. But all around the glacier, life is quick to reclaim the newly exposed ground. The process of ecological succession is on full display. First come the hardy pioneer plants like fireweed and alder, their roots breaking up the rocky soil and adding vital nutrients. These are followed by spruce and hemlock seedlings, the beginnings of a new forest that will one day stand where a mountain of ice once rested. The story of the Mendenhall is therefore one of both loss and renewal, a powerful living demonstration of nature's resilience and its perpetual cycle of destruction and creation. At the head of Resurrection Bay lies Seward, a picturesque town and gateway to Alaska's wild coast. Its bustling harbor is alive with fishing boats and tour vessels, launching adventures into Kenai Fjords National Park. Here, sea otters float in the bay, and the air is charged with the promise of discovery. Seward is where journeys into the sublime begin. Leaving the relative shelter of Resurrection Bay and entering the exposed waters of the Gulf of Alaska, one is immediately struck by the sheer scale and raw power of the landscape. This is the domain of the Kenai Fjords, a series of deep, narrow, glacially carved valleys that have been flooded by the sea. Sheer rock walls thousands of feet high plunge directly into the turbulent ocean. Waterfalls fed by melting snow and ice from the Harding icefield above cascade down the cliffs, their white plumes looking like delicate threads against the dark, immense rock faces. The wildlife tours that depart from Seward are voyages into this epic world. They navigate through a maze of islands and headlands, seeking out the places where the park's most iconic residents congregate. Dall's porpoises, with their striking black and white patterns, often play in the bow waves of the boats, their energetic movements a joyful display of speed and agility. Further out, in the nutrient-rich currents of the Gulf, pods of orcas and humpback whales can be found, their presence turning a scenic cruise into a thrilling and unforgettable wildlife safari. The ultimate destination for many of these tours is a tidewater glacier, such as Ayalik or Holgate Glacier. Here, the immense Harding icefield, the vast frozen heart of the Kenai Mountains, finally reaches the sea. The boat engines are cut, and in the sudden silence, one can hear the glacier itself. It groans, it cracks, and it pops, the sounds of ice under immense pressure, moving and breaking apart. Then, with a sound like a cannon shot, a huge slab of ice calves from the glacier's face, crashing into the water below and sending waves radiating across the fjord. This act of calving is a moment of pure, elemental drama. It is creation and destruction happening simultaneously. The ice that falls into the sea may be hundreds of years old, and as it melts, it releases ancient air and fresh water, nourishing the marine ecosystem at its base. The floating ice, known as bergy bits and growlers, becomes a habitat in its own right, providing resting places for harbor seals and their newborn pups. To witness this cycle, from the harbor of Seward to the face of a calving glacier, is to experience the full, breathtaking power of Alaska's coastal wilderness. On Baranof Island's wild coast, the town of Sitka sits between Pacific waters and misty peaks, a place where history and nature are deeply entwined. For millennia, the Tlingit people thrived here, their culture woven into the land and sea. Later, Russian traders arrived, founding Novo-Arkhangelsk and leaving onion-domed cathedrals as reminders of a new era. Today, Sitka's streets reveal a tapestry of Tlingit and Russian heritage, stories layered, enduring, and alive. Beyond Sitka's historic streets, Baranof Island's wild embrace beckons. Here, ancient rainforests and powerful brown bears rule, while salmon streams and rich marine waters teem with life. Humpback whales breach, sea otters float, and eagles soar overhead. Sitka is more than a destination. It's a place where wilderness and wonder blur, leaving you changed long after you leave. At the southern entrance to Alaska's Inside Passage lies Ketchikan, a city built on stilts and salmon. Known as the salmon capital of the world, its waterways pulse with life each year. Ketchikan is also home to the world's largest collection of standing totem poles, magnificent storytellers of indigenous heritage. Here, salmon and totems shape the city's spirit, connecting past and present in this remarkable place. Ketchikan sits cradled by the Tongass National Forest, the largest temperate rainforest in the world, an emerald wilderness stretching for hundreds of miles. Here, near constant rain nurtures a landscape of surreal lushness, where moss carpets ancient trees and ferns, create a dense, green wall. Towering Sitka spruce and hemlock form a living cathedral, sheltering a world teeming with wildlife. The Tongass is a powerful reminder of untamed wilderness, where nature still reigns supreme. Our journey through Alaska's breathtaking landscapes has come to an end. From Denali's towering peak to the emerald rainforests of Ketchikan, we've witnessed glaciers, wild bears, and the northern lights. Alaska is more than a destination. It's an experience that leaves a mark on the soul and calls to every adventurer. Thank you for joining us in exploring the last frontier. May its wild beauty inspire your next adventure.